Good morning, you guys. How's it going? Welcome to another day of streaming on trying to get our game going, Space Western Survival. Where we left off yesterday was a little bit of aggravation in the morning with 2D art, but now let's see, where did we leave off yesterday? I think we're working on getting we're looking at Udemy, right? Let me make sure Grandpa Font's set up. Right, by the way. Okay, Grandpa Font is still in effect. Cool. Cool. Move Grandpa Font down. Now. Okay, cool. So we have an error, so we need to see what that is. We were working on replacing some of the grid stuff, so let's step through that. Hope everyone's having a good morning. Morning, Balar. How are you doing, sir?
Hello.
Let's see. Oh gosh, during this. There, what's the professional, right? Let me change the green screen a little bit because it's a little. There we go. I need to just make separate goddamn cameras instead of having them, be references to each other. What a pain in the ass it is. Every day. One day I'll just fix it, but until then I'll just switch it every day and complain about it. Hope you're having a good morning, Balar. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do about this error? What is this error even coming from? So I made a new empty grid yesterday. I was working on getting it populated with the new and feel, and we redid the tile palette a bit. Is the tile palette all sorts? Like the size of the grid is wrong now. Why is that the way it is? Wonder if there's a quick if there's a quick thing we can do to check it out. To say I wanted to work on getting the draft system done. But why did the shape of the Unity tile map change? Yeah, so see the look and feel now. It's like totally. Those make sense, but this is like, why did this get really different? I don't know. I set it to 100. What does it do? Okay, so setting it to 100 changed the look and feel in here. Okay, so that's why it's being wonky, because we changed some of the things. We made we changed the scale of the door. That shouldn't change. Weird. Okay. Either way, let's see what this. We're getting this error here is. Level 3 tile map. It's saying object is. We got a null ref on that? Tile 3 layers, not null. An object to list. What in the world is this error about? Actually, can we check in? We should be able to catch the NRE exception, right? Like. Catch NRE. I'd like to catch it in the debugger so we can see what's actually coming in. What up, Julia? Crotula? Gosh damn it, I'm so bad at names, I'm sorry. Mr. B. I like Mr. B. Good morning, by the way.
Hello.
Good morning, Crow. You're like a cronut. You're a cross between a croissant and a donut. One day I'm going to cut my foot on my boom underneath my desk, and it's going to be amazing. You guys are gonna see me freak the fuck out because it's probably gonna hurt a ton. I just kicked it with my toes and it's like, oh Jesus, that was a good wake up call this morning. Yeah, I want to catch this air so I can see what's coming in that from here. Yeah, we should be able to do it from here, right? From the debugger. Boop 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 boop. Bro, I know. I'm the worst. I am the worst. While we're young. Okay. And then the debug should come up down here. On my big old head. Hope you're having a good morning, Crow. Yeah, can we do a breakpoint? It'd be sweet to try to grab that. Okay. Actually, we have the debugger, so I should just be able to... I mean, that should still throw... I should expect the debugger to pop up once the error happens, though. But we're not catching the... Okay, cool. So we should be able to see it now. This is where the entry happened, right? Well, it looks like that's where it's about to happen. Okay, so let's see. Yes, handled exception for the win. Okay. 110. So I just click that to see the code? Okay, cool. Let's see what the... So it's a bush. It's a bush. So it's saying the bush isn't... Interesting. So it's saying the bush isn't... Interesting. The bush isn't... Oh, there's Epic Ben. Hey, get over here. I don't know where we were. But saying... Hitting this, it's coming through with a bush. Right? Ooh. The code in question. Just make it a little bit easier to see. Hitting this guy. Put it into Trello. Bugs. Do we have a bugs? I don't have a bugs. We should add a bugs. Well, this is part of the stuff we're doing where we basically refactored everything, right? Let's check map object type real quick to see. Have a bush set. Yeah. Let's see, a bush. Bush. Currently, let's continue. Attach the debugger. Let be now. We finally quit the debugger? Are we good? Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's check on the bush. The bushy bush. And it finds, there's the bush. Got the tile for bush. So what was the map object? Title name. So that was bush. So mine should be bush. It is bush, but it's not cat lowercase. So not that it should matter. It should be case insensitive. But... And it was actually checking the tile name. Map object tile name. It was checking this. This was bush. Layer 3 is what? Item layer? Called bush. What is in here? Oh, this is the... They're two different... What in that? Oh, okay, one of them has the I just had the original Photoshop files in there, which I should move them out, which I'm going to do now. Oh, you got in the another screen. Photoshop. There's shouldn't really be in tree, huh? They should be in train? No, not train. Textures. Textures. Huzzah. Hey, morning, Philip. How you doing, sir? How'd your first day with your business stuff go? Maybe it is the W version. Oh, good lord. Yeah, maybe. Good old American politics jokes this early in the morning. Yes. Hopefully you guys will end up with like less side noise, because I finally ordered a thingy for the mic. Keep from when I bang the desk from it killing your ears, hopefully. with the vibration thingy bobber. Nice. We'll talk about your work. So you got your first thing from Facebook. How did it go? Are you done with it yet? Did you finish everything you need to do with them? Wood blocks. Okay, the only thing, yeah, I didn't change anything in here. Look at that code one more time. Here was the code. Alright, map atlas. When it's looping through, when it's generating the map atlas, right? Okay, it's adding objects to list. Did I put some, is there some issue with me creating the bushes? Let's see. Let me make sure I got rid of the, okay, what do I have? The maximum spawn is set to 5,000. Or that should be fine. And it ate my duplicate fucking board manager. Thanks for that. You just fucking leave that motherfucker open, maybe? Your editor tabs. Let's configure them so that you stop closing them for me. I fucking hate that. Really drives me crazy. Tab limit 100. I can have all the tabs I want. That's what happens. I want as many tabs as I want, you fucking assholes. Touch my tabs. Your hands off my tabs. Okay. Pretty sure I'm doing the count. There's more than 5,000, which should be fine. It was weird that this stuff worked yesterday. I haven't changed anything. At least I didn't think I did, other than with the last thing we did before the stream ended, which was changing. We changed one of the tile palettes, I guess. A lot of work. Now I have to fix some issues with software version I'm not familiar with, and the deadline's Friday. So far I did 11 hours of work. There will be a few more till Friday. After that, a friend approached me to help him with some issues. That'll have another contract. As of now, it seems going very well. Okay. Well, that's an interesting error. What is going on? $578. Hey Zach, good morning. Hello. Hey, happy birthday, man. That's awesome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zach. I hope you don't feel like one too. Ah. Okay. What in the goddamn motherfucking weirdness is going on? Especially since we didn't change anything. It's like, dude, this should be... I mean, I don't know. We changed some things, but it doesn't make sense why it would be wonky now. Look at Git for the giggles. I mean, we deleted some old assets. That's about it. Unless there's anything in the tile palette that represents Sprite Atlas? The Sprite Atlas somewhere? Maybe? Because we tweaked some things. Let's find the Sprite Atlas. This. See the Sprite Atlas. Okay, looks like we do have to rebuild this. Do we have to rebuild the Sprite Atlas? Because we've removed a bunch of shit, right? Metric tiles. Oh, we need to add our shit to the Sprite Atlas too. That's... Okay. This shit is getting thrown away, right? This... Yeah, we should throw all this away. My fishes are happy now. Nice. Happy fish, best fish. Let's get rid of these and let's add our object for packing. The terrain. But our terrain stuff, where is it? Oh yeah, let's not do this in fucking play mode for sure. We need to add our atlas for sure. Oh, cheese, bush, and tomato. They're not in the tile atlas, are they? They're in the... They're just standalone files. When I fucking tell you to do something, what is your fucking damage? Why do you keep being a dick about it? Okay. What's your fucking deal? What is your goddamn deal, mister? That's being a pain in my fucking ass. Do it from here then. Good? We're good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for finally fucking doing what I asked you to. Awesome. So we need to update this object list. Let's remove the old shit to throw away. This tile sheet needs to get added to the Sprite Atlas. There's the Sprite Atlas. Cool. Back preview. Empty. Okay, cool. So we'll add in this tile sheet into here. Okay. Let the tile sit there. And then I need to add bush and... That's why it's airing, because bush and fucking tomato... Okay. Bush and, the other fucking thing aren't in there anymore. The other thing. The other thing! Don't you know what I'm talking about? The other thing. Okay. Let's clean up and remove this old shit. Put it in the archive folder, right? We have one, an old honest folder to get rid of craft. Shit in the archive. We'll put the health poultist colonist in the archive. Go away. Nobody should ever see you again. We should ever see any of you again. In the archive now. You guys need to be in the animation shit. Your shit that doesn't even matter anymore. We'll still put you in the archive. No archive. Bush and tomato need to be added into. I wonder if we can add them right to. We could like import them to the cell. Okay, open the recent document. Tile set. We import a tile. Image. Okay, let's see if this works. My calculations are correct. Serious shit. Oh, not texture. It's let's see, can we put this selection tool? Let me go back and add this to we want to paste it into a tile, right? Import gifts. Or can we just say, I'd like to develop an app? Could we? Got it saved, and we can paste it in here. Is there paste options? I want it to be. So if I hit commit, will it to the tile? Hey, it did. Cool. Okay, so we can at least import. Okay, so we can add this to the tile set. So we can do like, we can go forward and do the drawings. We can do the drawings in here. Then if we said A, we've got them set. Cool. Cool. And then if we were to make a new tile, then we'd set that to those. Then if we were to import the right tomato for the tomatoes, they're not tomatoes. If we were to go back to tile set now and we say that and we commit it, right? Boom. Yeah. Okay. So we've now got these saved as part of the tile set. Okay. Cool, cool. And then that means we need to go back to Unity now. Actually, we need to, we've saved this tile set, but we need to export the tile set too. We need to go back to Unity. Is this right? Or is it going to be a fucking asshole? Sources train? Is that right? It doesn't, if it, okay. If we overwrite, it works. Good. And we'll go back here. Tile set should have all the new stuff. Perfect. And when we go to the sprite atlas, and say pack preview, and we can remove the bush because. So what was airing was it was using the sprite atlas to look up the name, I think. Maybe. Well, that was for saving. That's for saving loading stuff. So I don't know if that's the case, but I guess we'll see. Guess we'll see. And now it's added it into here, so we can get rid of these. Let's go ahead and blow all of the tiles out. I don't want you guys. We don't like your kind in here. Then we can say edit and just erase, right? Perfect. Cool. And we'll blow your stuff out. Is the tree 64 by 64? Pine tree. Use 64 by 64? You are, okay. I guess we should do the same treatment to them, right? Like, we should import it into the here. Just to be uniform with what we're doing, maybe? I'm gonna get rid of all the tiles. Start fresh. The tree tile. We're in edit mode, so we should be able to delete all this shit anyway. Come on. Get rid of the pine tree too. Have it as tile. Okay. We need to add the wood pile, and we need to add the wood pile. Pine tree and wood pile both. We'll do both if we say. Do both. Oh, it says whatever. It is what we expect it to be. So let's just go here. New tiles. Boop boop. Here we'll make 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll the 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna paste in the tree. We're gonna put in this tile. Then hit commit. Hey, it works. It's like magic. Okay. Then we're gonna do the same for the wood pile. Get over here. We're learning, chat. We're learning. We're getting this. Boop. Hit. Cool. Cool. We'll save this. Save that. We'll export the tile map again. We're starting to get a workflow. That'll work. And then we will stop doing anything with art, and then we will totally forget everything we were fucking doing before and be like, how did we do this before? Fuck. Complicated as fuck. What the fuck, guys? I know, right? Whew. And we need to reopen the... Yeah, reopen the sprite editor. We need to reslice. We need to slice it again. Because the auto slice is like, no, I don't work. I'm a little tired. Like, boop. We're sliced. Everyone has their own thingies. Apply it. Go to the tile palette. There should be nothing in tiles anymore, right? Folder, everything should live. Boom, everything's static. The names are right, let's hope. Let's see. Add everything to Git while we're in here. Rejiggering the files and removing. Those new files. Make sure they're kosher. Cool. The editor lock up on me? I think the editor locked up. Nice, that's a good first step. Oh, there it goes. I was starting to be like, this motherfucker fucking died on me. And let's see, this, we're gonna have to redo the map object stuff because it's all gonna be broken, right? At least for, yeah, where it says none, none, none. Okay. Ground. So ground now becomes another ground and edge. There's two waters. There's this guy. The reason I haven't renamed these tiles is because every time I redo it, it gets reset. So coffee is good. So I don't want to worry about that right now until we're done, but we're never going to be done, are we? But it's just such repetition, it drives me fucking nuts. This is the granite. Mountain. Pine tree. Then if we see an arrow on pine tree, you know we're kind of fucked it. Well, then we just need to refactor the code a little bit. That's all. That's all. We can do it. Anything else with a broken reference? File. We'll have to come up with a better workflow for this eventually. This is a pain in the ass. We can never touch this or we will break all the things. Okay. Save this, save the project. And away we go. And I expect it might error again, so let's check the code. Verify. So it's checking the object.map object tile.name equals the tile layer.name. Go in here, the map object tile.name, which is, this is the map object. Map object tile. What is that? Map object tile is a tile. Okay. If the tile.name equal to layer name isn't going to be the case. What? I didn't see that happening. Going into it and trying, it's like, no, you're causing problems, sir. You can't do that. Goddamn maniac. If I'm checking the tile that name, that's a problem. But where's this layer name coming from? If they're coming from the same place, that's cool, but I don't think they are. Oh, they are coming from it. Okay. Well, it's saying get tile. It's saying get tile from the layer. So it's checking the tile on the layer. So it's saying, is the layer of the tile the same name as the is it, what's the tile that you're generating? That should map to a tile in the object database, which it should, because by the time it gets to this point, it should already be pretty reasonably far down the line. We must have some logic bug here, so let's see. Whenever the editor comes back to grace us with its presence. Hey editor, please come and grace us with your presence. Either get busy living or you get busy dying. Yeah, I totally made an unhappy panda by to do things while it was working. It's like, no. That's not how we work around here. Pedro, I don't know how we do things down in Juarez, but here, you don't make a piñata of Summer Wheatley and hit her with a bat. And it was cool because, you know, it was my name, so I was like, oh my gosh. Does this actually, hey, it doesn't chrome out today. Nice. We went from a blue screen to a green screen. But we've got some, like I have a heavy-duty, like, Muslim fabric, however you say it, Muslim, whatever, white fabric that should come, so that should make it a lot better. Then this will chroma out, but, you know, everything else should be copacetic. Dude, what is up with the editor? Okay. You die, Unity editor. You're being a piece of poop. Being a piece of poop, my friend. Hey, thank you, follow. Chaos Sailor. Welcome to this brigade, as said by my 6-year-old.
Welcome to the biscuit boat.
Fuck you, editor. You pile of poop. You must die. I mean, it's gotten a lot better, for real. It's gotten much better. Say that. I almost went crazy yesterday and did updated the project to 2020.2 to fix the prefab issue with objects on the screen, but I thought that might open up more cans of worms than fixed, because they are not shy to leave stuff in like a we're not production ready state. And I'd really like to get this back up and running because I want to get the draft mode set up so that we can no longer click on colonists unless they're in draft mode. So, and then I was thinking maybe we try to tackle getting I am GUI working, and then start refactoring the UI to go from our sweet Unity UI to the third-party UI. It's gonna be good. One way or another, shit's gonna happen. With that music in the back, I feel like shit's gonna happen. Like, what's going on? Make a run for it. They're chasing us. It's epic. Epic Unity load music. The Uni editor is taking its sweet time this morning. While we're waiting, here's one of the things I drew last night. Well, I think I'm getting a little bit better. Slowly but surely. I'm GUI sounds good. Yeah. Well, I know my buddy Killpond was trying to get it set up, and he's had issues with it, so we'll see. I mean, I could go back and watch Beans mods, I guess, offline because I missed it by the time he implemented it. So I missed all the fun of how he did it. I mean, it's a bummer. I really like the Unity UI. I just wish I would make it easier. But it's like, oh, well, you can do it now with CSS. I'm like, fuck, I know that even less than I know the other stuff. Like, I want to be able to throw code around making... What I want is a way to throw code around making a layout. Like, this layout here will work on 1080. It'll work for me on 2K. It'll work on 4K without, like, having to write a ton of code for it. Like, it should be... At a high level, to me, it just seems like it should be math. So maybe I'm missing some critical complexity that makes it not... This isn't easy to do. It's like, okay, well, it seems like it's easy to do. So what the fuck? What the heck, mister? And thanks for the feedback, Crow. I think it would be good, too. But it's like it would just be replacing functionality we already have, but it'll be okay. Dude, Unity Editor is just eating a whole pile of dicks this morning. Good now? And away we go. There goes the camera. And we're trying to generate a map because I want a new prefab of all the new hotness to save. So we have to start empty for now and then save a grid. And this music might be a little generic-y and samey, but I pay for licensing for it, so I can put it on YouTube without having the whole fucking stuff on YouTube get jacked. Index is outside of the bounds of the array. Or set random tile. Why? What are we passing in? Item tile map. Oh, I guess it's not finding anything. Stuff like this that makes it hard to like keep pushing forward with Unity, because it just with doing stuff in general, because when it does this and it just doesn't work right, it just all of a sudden it's like, it was fine yesterday, but today it's like, we've got, we were having issues. Oh, let's open the editor log. Maybe it'll explain what the hell's going on. Floating crash report. Hey, it actually did crash. Funny. Doing light shit. Okay, index out of the array. This is the error we just had. Saw you come back. Fuzzy calculations. Fuck, I know where it's supposed to be, so whatever. Bottom. So it grabs item tile map. Where does it get the tile map? It gets passed into here. Okay. So with the tree, it comes in. What did it come in as? Did it come in as a... Dude, editor. Fuck's sake, bro. Come on. The editor's just going off fucking walkabout again. Oh, it looks like it's bush. So it's bushes that are having the issue. That's good to know. Okay, so bushes come in here. So it's looping through trees here. It's looping through bushes here. Grabbing the tile map of object type bush. What's map atlas? Get tile by type. Let's see. It has for bush. Map object type dot bush. Not actually enum, is it? Oh, it is an enum from the map object type. Okay, so it's getting tile by type. Tile by type. Motherfucker, this isn't the get tile by type thing. Is it? Are you doing another? Yeah. That's one interesting fun bug too. Okay. It's like get tile by type bush. So find all type of bush, and that goes to, and that's looking for the type name. Map object type name equals. Hey, you finally fucking got your shit together. Cool. Let's check fucking lighting, the lighting tab, and make sure that whatever the fuck just happened is not just lighting. Or general. Oh, I just saw it. I think I'm good with it. After the last time we talked about it, yeah, I think so. Like, we added a bunch of delegates and shit to the colonists, and we had the issue where it wasn't working right because, haha, I was calling it as a static delegate, which meant do it on every goddamn thing of the type, which is why I was like, why is everybody firing when we try to pull a job? So that was my mistake. Haha, my bad. You like to develop an app? It's not set to auto-generate. So let's go look at the map object database. Why do you ask? Are you asking, do you need help with it? I would doubt you would need help with it since you're such a fucking boss with stuff. Object not sensed to an instance of an object. Okay, fuck it. Then we'll close this window. And I'll just open the goddamn scriptable object myself. Object database. I might need help. But I think it might not be possible to refactor it into one class. Sure. Let me know how I can help you, Rubber Duck. I totally don't think I'm good with it, but I think I can help, I'm sure. Rubber Duck with the best of them. The bush is bush. Ground. I forgot ground too. Okay. That's what I missed. My bad. My bad. And ground 2 is in here. I think it's you. Oh gosh, I did it anyway. Even though I fucking made it all nice and handy, I still fucking announced it. Sorry. think doing an action might fail because of receive reference. Start client receive thread. Yeah, I'm myself lacking critical, like, try and catch it. Oh my god, you're typing while we're talking. That's crazy. Potato. It's actually cool. I've never seen this site before. Exactly. Happy birthday. Yeah, it has been an hour almost, so it should be your birthday in a second. Well, it is your birthday today anyway, but you know what I mean. Your specific time down the birth canal. Boom, boom, like a water slide into life. Like you jump down this water slide, and when you pop out, you're a baby. You guys will never take water slides again the same. I do not know. Like, does it give you an error when you're doing it? Which two lines? 3 and 5? Okay, 3 and 5. Okay. I don't know. I'm not enough of a, like, fucking... I'm not competent enough at it to be able to debug your code. Like, I'm very basic at it. Like, I just implemented my first couple actions myself. So I don't think I can be of any help. But I would be curious to see if you figured out what the answer is. Because that, I will totally learn that, and I'll store that little kernel in my head away for later. Let's see if we get back to having an error that understand. Oh, so what the code we were checking in the backend was, it's checking the object map object type name. So it's this. So bush should be bush. If bush is bush in here, then we're good. Bush is bush here, so we should be fine. Trying to make it one. Oh, you're trying to make it one class. Oh, so you're trying to use an action to, like, determine both of them. Yeah, so I've had that similar thing too, where it's like I want to do not repeat myself and follow dry, and so I try to make it one, and I've always had bad luck with it, and I always just chalk that up to me being less advanced than some people. So if you can figure out a way to do it, I would love to know. Yep. Are you coming back as an error? Same thing still. For bush. Bueno arbusto. Nice. Let's calling into it with get tile by type bush. Then over here get tile by type. Does find all for bush. So then it is case sensitive then, right? So this should say bush. Is that what it's being pissy about? Probably. Dude, what is your deal, editor? What is your goddamn damage today? You're running like trash, and it is really getting on my fucking nerves. My favorite part too, when I used to upload these to Unity, which is funny that they don't have those crash reports anymore, because I would upload the things and people would actually work them, and I guess it was just a pain in the ass. They'd stop answering, like, you're just doing too much. It's like, what do you mean I'm doing too much? Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, are you telling me to use your stuff? You really have to just, like, fucking trick the player the whole time. Like that doesn't seem. That seems a little weird. Yeah, so I'd be, if you can't do it, then that at least is good, because that's how I've always just given up. Like, I can't figure out how to do it. Oh, you did? Okay, nice. This should have to be Bush, that's the issue. You open up the code share again. What did you do? Nothing gets figured out instantly. Like, if you're expecting things to get figured out instantly, then you're either like a genius or you're like bad at having the patience to realize everything takes time. Dude, this editor shit. What is the fucking editor doing? Oh my god. You are really frustrating me. $232 items. I don't give a shit about War Thunder, so don't pop me up. Stuff. Yeah, it's like 77 milliseconds. It's like, well, it's still unresponsive, so that's kind of a problem. Dude. What a pain in the butthole. Oh, you're back again? You're good now? There's nothing that's... Nothing should be doing lighting bullshit. Like, what is... I'm trying to figure out what in the world the fucking game was spazzing out about. Okay, so if we rename this bush capital B... If it's case sensitive, I should fucking put a... I should... Actually, while we're in here... map object. We should fucking... If it's case sensitive checking, that's dumb, and I'd like to... What is it? I'd like to lower everything. But then it has to check it as a string, but it's like, dude, too lower? Okay. Can I do too lower in here? Just a simple if. 14 to 21. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, did I close it? Here, open it. 14 to 21. Nice. Very nice. One goes to the thread to host, the other is for client. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I like not repeating myself. Makes me happy. Okay, so now it should check case insensitively. But maybe it'll be less of a motherfucker now. I like it. What am I missing? I'm looking like something is running like poo-poo for some reason. I'm trying to see why. The editor's like extra ass today. Like right now we're just waiting. Look, it's just like, nah, I'm a little tired. It's kind of frustrating. I wonder if having this thing open is causing an issue. Let me change it. I was doing a full rebuild, okay. Let's see now. It should find bush properly without erring. It might error elsewhere, but yeah, we should just fucking lowercase everything. Like, case sensitivity is fucking ridiculous. I'm surprised I didn't notice that and fix it earlier. Or I'm surprised it didn't break in some way that would annoy me enough to fix it earlier, I should say. Is a more realistic statement. Can ignore a lot of things, but fuck, case sensitivity normally gets something I'm like, oh, fuck that, let's lowercase everything. Normally something I would do really quick. But now you can see why. Oh, it didn't fucking work. Oh, Jesus, it worked. Holy fucking mackerel. Okay. Let's. Well. Okay. Let's pause. Because we need to grab the. Oh, fucking case sensitivity shit. What a fucking dumb. What a rookie mistake. Okay. A rookie oversight. Let's grab the grid. We're gonna call this one grid new. That's the old one we don't use anymore. We're gonna call this grid new art. 2020. We'll drag this in here, make a prefab out of it. Oh no, don't replace. No, don't replace. Shaky hands. Bad. I should make a tile map template actually. I should just make a template folder so I don't accidentally recreate it. This grid empty is the template of everything. I would hate to overwrite that one. Now we can quit out of here. Then we can update the game manager to say the new. We can go back to prefab and we can tell it to use you tell it to build a prefab and use our new prefab, the new art May 2020. Man, it's for some reason though it seems so sluggish this morning. Good lord. See if I have like any Vivaldi tabs like eating up all the memory. Nope, nothing's too bad. I hit the unplay button, what, like a minute and a half ago, and it's still just like thinking. And this was with a reboot of thing. There we go. Almost. It's like thinking. It's like, one Mississippi. Come on, you can do it. One Tubby Tubby. Two Tubby Tubby. It was just importing all the assets. I mean, which is fair. It's like 900,000 objects it's adding now. It'd be nice if it just, you know, got its head out of its ass. Whenever you're ready, Unity. Whenever you're ready. Only using like 1.3 gigs of memory. The CPU is reasonable. I needed to get back together so I could... Okay, we good now? Cool. Okay. So let's delete this grid from here. This is going to be the grid we bring in. It's going to cause it to freeze up a second. That's perfect. Save. Go to main camera. Go to prefab. Go to game manager. Use the game manager to, instead of building from grid empty, we're going to build off the new art grid. Cool. Now we should be able to go in. It should be pretty quick to iterate on. If it isn't, then yeah, it's something weird happening. Make sure we can cut down trees and shit. Then we'll go to wood, crops for the bush. Oh, harvest. Cool. So now we need to make sure that you can't click on these guys. So let's fix that real quick. That's the thing we have on the list today, is removing draft mode. I think for now we're at art's back to do or back to design. That later. Work on the draft system now. We get that by clicking on in selector, right? It right here. Selector. Let's open up selector. We should have some concept of drafting already, I think. Drafted is moving object drafted. Here's our code where we check drafting. Okay. This is when we click on unit. If the inner object and inner object.game object honest. Okay. Doesn't really make sense. Loop through the selected units and send them. Set the player every round to be safe. Oh, this is only if they're drafted. Oh, so drafted must be getting defaulted. So this is moving for drafting. Okay. So yeah, let's see. We must be, yeah, let's see where we're referencing that, because we must already be setting them drafted somehow. I'd like to develop an app. Status draft. This is in moving object? Okay. And we're not using these statuses yet, I don't think. I don't think we're using these yet. Yeah, we're not using them yet, I don't think. Oh, that actually is really fucking cool that it shows. That's one nice thing about Rider. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we care about drafted, they're not moving. Care about drafted. Public bool drafted is false. Let's look at the prefab for the colonists. I bet they're defaulting to true. Would be my bet. If that's the case, they're they're set to drafted as true. Okay, so we'll disable them. So that should disable the clicking. Let's see. Happy birthday. Well, I already said happy birthday and I sung it to you, so you're not getting another one out of me. But, you know, happy birthday. Oh, actually, that's why, because you're in California, so that you actually just hit midnight. That's why, that's why. So yeah, happy birthday. That makes sense. 29. Now they're not set to drafted, so you should be able to click on them. I mean, we can click on them, and it says, hey, here's this motherfucking guy here. But that doesn't work good, so they're not drafted. So what we need to do, though, is... But then we have to do UI work, right? Like... Or we can do a hotkey. Well, we can do the hotkey of what R... Like, R is the draft key in RimWorld, I think, right? R is the draft key. We can do something similar. Keyboard. It's R. It's been like a month since I played it, so. Yeah, I didn't mean to sound so salty, but ugh, not a fan of the old Javarino. World draft hotkey. R, right? I'm sure it's R. Okay, fuck it. We're gonna just open RimWorld real quick, and we'll fucking find out what the hotkey is, because I'm pretty sure it's R, and I want to make sure. I need an update. Ugh. Update. Refinement fixes improvements for the base game royalty. Winning design to move deep drilling from the late game towards the mid game and make it more viable for marginal drilling projects. Okay, cool. Deleting a mech custom. Okay, okay, fuck that. We're just gonna say it's R. R is draft, I'm pretty sure. So we'll just make a hotkey for R. So when you click R, it'll toggle drafted, which I don't even think we have just a public bool. Yeah, so let's convert this to make it a property. That private, this needs to become fucking private, you know. Up an app. Field private, yes. Where's draft? Ah, there we go. My man. Learn Java alone. Die alone with Java. Hey, Chewy's always hiring Java people, so you know there's need for it for sure. Well, if we go back to selector, where do I do all the hotkey management things? Because I want to use the new. So I want to use the new input manager, but the the new input manager doesn't fucking work with the job system and dot system. So it's like, fuck. I really like the new input system. I'd like to use it, but it doesn't. Well, it doesn't work with Tiny Build, so it might work together. But yeah, their Project Tiny Build allows it to have like a. So let's see. I took a Java class. We were not allowed to use an IDE, and I aced it with memory studying. Nice. Cool. Yeah, like the whole like learning without an IDE. And I don't know. It doesn't make sense to learn without an IDE. I mean, I guess on one hand it's like, oh, you don't have a crutch, but on the other hand, it's like memorization doesn't fucking work. This isn't the time before the internet where you had to memorize stuff or you had to carry a big ass set of books around. It's like you don't have to memorize stuff anymore. You have to be able to learn quickly and be able to effectively use the search engine. That explains the Hungarian notation.
Sorry for these poor fools.
Classic Balar. Savage. Philip, we need a savage command, sir. Hey, it's fine to make your job harder for sure. Like if that makes you feel better. Like the founder of the place I work now, he just used Vim and he didn't even use syntax editing because he didn't know it existed. Once I told him you could do it, he was like, "Oh, this is awesome." But it's like, dude, you're making your life harder for no particular reason. Not a knock on it. It's just like I find it to be less efficient, and I think overall you'd end up wasting more time just to like, I know how to do it myself. There's no internet around, I know how to do it. It's like, oh, I guess. I mean, I guess if there's ever a time when the internet doesn't exist, I mean, if there's ever a time where a search engine no longer exists, then we have bigger problems than I don't have an IDE. The way I look at the world. Where am I doing the button management? Right here. There's the button down. Mouse 2. I don't like that this is all done here like this. It's fucking gross. I wanna do this. Okay, let's do a real quick test. Make a note. He defaulted the ones to no longer being drafted. We'll need to implement hotkey. We can add hotkey in like 2 seconds. Fucking refactor it. It's gross, but we can at least fucking cross this thing off and get it done. We'll just say here, if this is the selector, and you have, so if you have someone selected and you click the R key, it should update you. It should update it should hit their draft. It should toggle their draft for you. So where's the thing when we have someone selected though? That's what, had it in here. Selector. I didn't even know what Hungarian notation is, so yeah, there's that. Shit, even in 1993, when I was writing C, I was using a stolen version of Borland's IDE, which was fucking still probably my favorite IDE ever. Like I could write it in Like I'd start off writing it in like just a flat file, but fuck, that was, ugh, that's like misery. Who would, what kind of sadist would find that fun? Horrible. You people are horrible people. Which would be during my apprenticeship when I was forced to use Hungarian. Dropped it once I was not. Yeah, I don't even, let me see. I don't even know what fucking Hungarian notation is. I might know it once I Google it, but it's like, what are you fucking people talking about? Oh, holy shit. I remember this from File Pro. Okay. I still yeah. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Holy shit, that was, yeah, like back when we used File Pro and you had to have, and we only had like 8 characters we could name a fucking variable. Oh Jesus, that was like, fuck that. Bring it back. Oh. Oh God. I didn't even know I could remember that far back. I clicked the guy. I clicked on him, right? Oh, I just had this shit up. Where's mapped? Crafted, right? Right here. This is in selector. Mouse 2 down. Well, that's a right click detected. Okay. Inner object. Unit selected. Okay. Where does that get set? Consistency to remain. This is in object check. Oh no, did not mean that. Not mean that either. I meant no. Control Shift Enter? Fuck, what is it? Like Alt Enter? There it is. No. I want to reset the font. Set the font! Motherfucker. There it is. Resend font size. Thank you. So we're using selected unit. Did I just fucking... I know, it was just super temper aids. Where did this unit select to go? Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. This is an object check, so we're checking. Here we've added the selected unit. We're removing it when we set the selection, right? Okay. Do we have something good? I can't be sure. I think we had something good, so you're out the door, girl. Oh, boo. We need to make sure our unit's selected, and then when we do something, if they're selected and we hit R, it will toggle their draft status. Selection now. This is where we're telling them to move. Okay. This isn't necessarily... where does this get called from? Here. Down 2. If clickable area, mouse down 2. Makes it hard to change my prefixing now unless the project is completely new. Yeah, I mean, there's no right answer. I'm not gonna... It's not a preachy thing. To each their own. To each their own. Really need something to... Where's this? Did update wall build. Good units in area. Grabs units on camera. Object check. So you get called inside of mouse 1 down. Okay. So we need to have a thing. There's units selected. We need to be able to pull something constantly. Okay, let's make that. Object check. 2 units. Good. This should run something ever. We'll have some input pulls. So we'll just start with just a basic like, hey, we've got units selected. And we'll find a way to get this in here, right? Because what we want to do is, in here we'll have the code like, hey, if you hit the R key, it'll toggle the fucking draft status for them. Where the fuck is that wrong? That should be string. Sure. 2 unit things. 2 unit things. And the update. They're polished turds. Yeah, well, Mythbusters proved you could polish a turd, so happens. It should really be in the update, right? It should be. GUI for cursor stuff. This is the mouse shit right here. This is the end of it, right? Oh, and this should only be if there's unit selected. If if there's something to do, then we'll do it. Not, then we do nothing. So this shouldn't fire until we start doing things. Oh. And it's a golden turd that smells like golden poop. Golden poop. Ah. Run. Back. Boop. We see nothing. And then we click on a unit. So we should start seeing things then, right? There we go. Do things. Awesome. So now that we've got a unit selected and we're doing things to them, which is nasty thing, we will just have a little quick draft undraft. And this is gross. And I want to get this done, but then we're going to do something like, hey, we're going to replace the GUI, and we're going to also see about replacing, while we're in here, we're also going to see about replacing, adding in the new input system. So we'll make these to-dos. Add in the new input. Because it's way fucking better than this garbage. Like, this input system is so good by comparison. And then we can add in dot system. Which we can't do it through that bullshit fucking program. That bullshit fucking Unity dots demo program. Because it's fucking garbage. It doesn't work. It doesn't work with the builds. It doesn't let you build. It doesn't work with... the new input manager, which is fucking ridiculous. No, I'm not. I just always share my screen. I actually loaded up last night thinking I might download the plugin, but then I didn't. But good morning, Killpon. How are you doing, sir?
Hello.
How are you doing, buddy? How are you doing? And what is it? Input.key. There it is, right in front of us. Input.key code. I have one right in front of me. Key. Code R, the pirate's key code. Eh? Okay. Then we're gonna toggle the draft on the selected item, right? We'll do it for whoever selected. So we'll have to loop through the stuff, right? We'll have to do or through it selected. Oh, and this is just the object, so we actually need to do... Yeah, so we should do get component, get the moving object on it. Well, in this case, you can only ever select a colonist, right? So colonist is the only thing you can really ever tell. So we'll search for colonist and not for moving object. Because this would mean, like, if we called it a moving object, you could potentially click on a fucking enemy and do things with them, which, you know, fuck that noise. Component. It's just giving me shit because it's an expensive invocation? Yeah, okay. I know, that's why I'm caching it, asshole. Oh shit, I'm sorry, man. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Kilpon. Good morning 1,000 times over. My bad, dude. What was that about ECS? See, I just knew. I was like, ECS. ECS. And then that'll get Kilpon to come out of the woodwork. I was saying I wanted to load in the new input controller, but the input controller doesn't work with the Tiny Build project, which is the demo project for ECS. So I'm just gonna have to go manually set up the thing. It's like, oh, well, Tiny Build has all the dependencies you need, and it's like, okay, I'll do that, but it, like the builds don't fucking work, and it's like, dude, what a fucking kick in the dick. So we're gonna get this input controller done for drafting. Then we're gonna look at doing either I am GUI, trying to get that working, or we'll start going down getting the new input system set up, or we'll go down and try to load some of the dots things. But I'm not in a hurry to rush the dot stuff, so no idea what this Tiny Build stuff is. Just enabled any spec. So you can do that and you can add all the other stuff. I was just having issues with some of the dependencies. So then the forums are like, oh, just use the Tiny Build, which is what we used for Let 'em Dare, was the Tiny Build demo package. Okay, so this should then be able to do on.drafted equals and then in this case we would do something like, I was thinking, do we put the sound stuff on the colonist or we put them on the UI? It would probably do here. It'd be like, put a sound, trigger a sound when you do it, you know. then we can also say, we don't give a shit about this now. We can put it in here and say colonist, whatever, drafted. And this is just for debug, of course. And yeah, we've made the decision the other day. I don't know if you're here, Kupon, that we're gonna do like a more of an Oregon Trail or Dwarf Fortress kind of start, and not like we're crash landing on the planet. It's like, okay, we're gonna pick out what we want and the colonists and the people, and we're gonna make an expedition to start this colony instead of like, you got fucked in the ass and now you're gotta survive. It's like, no, nobody likes getting fucked in the ass to survive. No fun. They like to carefully plan their fucking trip so that it's not RNG that determines. So it's not RNG that determines their fate. It's like, okay, we can I mean, there is RNG, but it's like, the more experience you get, you can build out like the good meta builds for how to start and everything. You know, until we add in code like, oh, they're gonna bring all this, you know, this wheat seed, you know, let's give them some spores and fuck them over. You know, they think they can hide from RNG. You can never hide from RNG, motherfucker. Like the Apple watch their camera, be like, okay, they look like they're nervous. Like let's amp it up a little. They look like they're confident. Give them more shit. You know, why does this game need my camera? Watching you. Yeah, that should be the thing. I can't wait to get to that part because that'll be like all of our help, like digging into that, exactly those kind of things. Like, hey, on a normal set you get like 1,000 points and everything is weighted, or like if you want a hard set you get 500 points, and if you want like an easy set, a ton of points, or you can just do like a sandbox where you're just like, I want to bring what I want to bring, and it's like, hey, if you want to play it like a sandbox, like, who are we to tell you how to have fun, you know? I mean, we can, as we watch people, once we get builds out and people start playing it, and we see how they're cheesing it, just like Tynan does. Oh gosh, once we see how people cheese things, we can add in code to, you know, break the cheesing. Like sappers were just created to combat people that would kill box. So Tynan's like, you know, fuck you guys, I'm gonna make kill boxes. You think you can meta my motherfucking shit? Not Tynan Sylvester, no sir. So colonist drafted. Draft. Then we gotta put the colonist name in here. So that's kind of important. Kind of a big deal. It'll be no oh my bad. That should work. Good. Do not like this song. Need to remove it from the list. No, I do not like you. Do not like. Go away. Did not like. But at least this way I can put this stuff on YouTube, so. If there's other royalty-free music that you want to suggest, by all means. Is there royalty-free electro swing? That would be like the best. Like royalty-free electro swing would be perfect. Let me Google that while I'm here for royalty. They'll be like, haha, good luck, sucker. Let's try this playlist. It's only 13 songs, so it's going to be not going to last very long, but let's see. And make sure it's not garbage, of course. But I guess we'll see. So, little loud up in my old ear bones. There we go. Oh, no worry, Blar. Thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out and being AFK. I appreciate it. So let's see. And And she should check as we do it, right? She should go from, where is she? Really? Okay. She's the one selected. The hell's her drafted? We must be missing it somewhere. Oh, because it's a property, we don't see it, do we? I guess I'll find out. Let's look at. Now we can move her. We can't move this one because this guy's not drafted, right? Okay. Can't move him. We can move her because she's drafted. Now we won't. No longer drafted, right? Cool. Okay, so that works. Good. So we got that done. Let's commit it. Crafting working. Now we can go do something more exciting. This works, but it's kind of poop. This works, but it's kind of poopy. We can revisit once we get the new input controller. No? Leave it in testing for now. So we know what a complete task is. Go away. So what next do we want to do? With dots, input system, I'm GUI. Let's take a stab at doing I'm GUI. And let's see. Let's take a stab at I'm GUI and see what we can do. Well, let's see if I can find all the stuff about it. Where it is. It's here. Here I am GUI. Love you. Here I am GUI, bloat-free, immediate mode, graphical user interface for C++ with minimal dependencies. And then there's this guy, Dear I'm Guy GUI Unity. MP package for immediate mode GUI library. Is this what you used, Kilpon? The Here I am GUI Unity? Add package from get URL. What exactly is team coders? What do you mean? Live coders? They're just a group of people that, or a team of people on Twitch that produce educational content for like coding and stuff and learning. Mostly coding content. The creator works the creator works for, he's like a PM for Microsoft, and like a lot of the people are tech enthusiasts and they put out a lot of tech content and stuff. So someone recommended I apply and I did, and I got accepted. And you know, I've made a bunch of friends so far on the team, which is kind of cool. Like Mish Manners, she rated us yesterday. She's fucking awesome. She works for GitHub, which is now Microsoft. So, or not, she doesn't work for GitHub. She works for one of the other shit. Anyway, she works for some technology company. But it's not GitHub. Yeah, so it's cool. As long as as long as you have your affiliate, then you meet the requirements. I had to wait till I became affiliated, so. But dude, we hit 900 followers, by the way, Philip. We hit it overnight. So we only have we've done 100 in about a week, so that's a pretty good. Pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with how our community's starting to grow. We're getting there. Okay, so let's see. So yes, that is the one I'm looking at. Okay. Add the package from the get URL. Okay. Oh, so we just loaded it as a package. Oh, cool. Okay. That'll be nice. That's actually pretty fancy. Since we're done with the art pass, let's close out the branch then. Make a new branch for I'm GUI. We're doing this. Let's make the... Hey, somebody forked it already. Cool. Lar. Good times. I'm expecting it to work. But you said it didn't work for you, so I'm expecting it not to work. I'm expecting it to be semi-poop. Make a PR for the work. Your mom's using HDRP. 2,000 files changed. We made 3.5 million additions. Well, I'm not reviewing that PR. We're just gonna create the pull request and just merge it in. Oh, before we go back here, let's close the fucking project out. Because Unity, it's already have to rescan everything. Looks good to me. Yeah. No, if this was a real team, I would be a total dick to try to make a PR with that much shit. PRs, which should be a lot, you know, a lot more like a PR that nobody can actually review is not very worthwhile. It's just a waste of time. But I do it for me to make sure I can roll back if I need to in the branch. We're gonna make a new branch called MGUI. Okay, Art of All. Let's reopen Unity. Have it be a... Oh, let's push this. Yeah. Well, welcome back, Balar. So it's... Yeah, it's totally, it's a backup, but then if the project ever gets to the point where, you know, somehow we secure some funding or I've got money to pay people or something eventually, then the source control is helpful because they can see the history of the project too, just like I can. Hey, you never know. You know, maybe the idea will be so successful, someone's going to be like, I want to throw money at you to make this happen. And then you can project manage what you want instead of writing all the code. It's like, things will go a lot faster when I'm not the dummy writing all the code. Okay, so let's add the package. Add this motherfucking package of justice. Add a package from URL. Boom. Add. But it's gonna be pissed because I haven't done the prereqs of whatever for I'm GUI yet. I guess we'll find out. It didn't say anything. It's just like, they're cool. The fact it didn't say anything is a little concerning. Oh, feel better, man. Happy birthday. You have a nice day too, dude. You, Zach, feel better. We'll try to feel better. You know what I mean. You can do hard things, like eat chicken wings. The package from... Let's start with this one first. Yeah, good start. Did you have the same issue? Or are you just sitting there laughing like, "Wah! I had the same shit. Should have just showed up." Okay. Let me make sure I had the URL right. Could have fucked it up. I didn't fuck it up. Yeah, I have preview packages right here. Yeah. Refresh. Oh, I just had to refresh. Okay. That was fucking weird, but you know, it worked after I refreshed. And he's like, "Oh shit, my bad. I was on a smoke break. We're good. We're good." What? No. I got this. Dude, it's hard not to fucking rant about them, but I don't want anyone that hears me ranting to think that I don't absolutely love and appreciate that Unity's enabled me to spend years of my life, doing this, which is nice, you know? Did your color just change up here, Mr. Pro Light up here? So do I look better this way, Kill Pond, or this way? I look more like an Oompa Loompa this way, but then this way, do I look more like a fucking someone that's dying because I'm Ways of my Dev. Good morning. Hello. Years of my life. It's like, yeah, then I was like, fuck, years of my life. Like, whew. I don't know if I'd rather use Unreal Engine, you know? Wasabi developer. I know, I saw the Waze and I was like, Wazy, Wasabi. I know, I'm a fucking idiot. And I appreciate you always correcting me. Years down the road, you're gonna be like, hey, fucker, it's been years and you still call me Waze-by. It's like, it's Wasabi. Be like, you're always gonna be Waze-by to me, mister. Or Mrs. Or a gunship, Apache helicopter. Well, I mean, that's because you're using a Z and not an S. Just pro tip. I put a P there, but everyone... My name is Biscuit, but I have a P in front, but people keep calling me Biscuit instead of Pisket. I don't understand why. You're so snarky, Killpod. And I'm just messing with you, Wiz. Or Wasabi. Fuck. See, I can't... The Z, man, the Z fucks me up. I'm really sorry. I apologize. Okay, so this fucker's loaded, so let's see what's the next step. Add a deer GUI component to one of the objects in the scene. Okay, let's fucking do this. Let's make a test scene. Let's save it. So add an I'm GUI component. Here I am GUI. Okay. Jill Pond, you're making me think I'm gonna regret this, you know. Must assign a render feature when using this URP. When using the URP. Okay, render feature. I think I have a render feature. Okay. So to the Googles, render feature. URP render feature. Whatever the fuck that is. Unless you're like reverse psychiatrizing me, reverse psychiatrizing me, you know? What fun is it to read the manual? I think I can, I'm a professional, I can do this. And I will try to do it myself and like, fuck! Why doesn't this work? It happens even with IKEA stuff. It's like, why do I have like 10 extra screws? What the fuck? Step 3. Okay, Killpond, thank you. Okay, you're right. Should have read the manual. You're right. Add a render I'm GUI feature. to be assign it. Add a render IM feature, which doesn't tell me what the fuck that is. It just says to do it. So let me go back to what I was doing. I was already right on the right path. Assigning a render IM GUI feature. Oh yeah. That's I'm channeling George W. Bush in his retarded way he would speak about everything. Where it's nuclear? No, you fucking retard. It's nuclear. Although, by like retard standards, he's like king of the retards compared to the current retard. Sorry, I don't want to be offensive to people with Down syndrome. He's just a piece of shit human. That's all. I guess component. I didn't need to do that step. Render feature pass. How to add a render feature? Oh, I wonder if you just actually. I bet it's just. I don't bet. I'm going to assume it's just a right click. We add it. Okay, if I see it on the create menu, render feature. There we go, render feature. Okay. To make a deer GUI render feature, let me go find where to stick that.
Hello everybody, this is Matt with TechnoX royalty-free music, and I thought I would continue the weekend here with a little bit of kind of a basic tutorial on how to make electro swing.
No.
So what we've got here.
What the fuck?
Is
Ooh, no. Well, you made it yourself, so I guess I appreciate that, but don't just fucking interrupt the music with your fucking big mouth. Like, I mean, I get it. So it's like, I'm not gonna make my own electro swing music for sure. So let's go back. Now that we know how to do this, it's just a clicky click object. When using add a render GUI feature, render to the render asset. Okay, let's go do that. Let's find where to stick it. I'll show you where to stick it, mister. Do up. Here. I guess we'll stick it in renders? I'll stick it in renders, I guess. Rendering. Feature. Done. Such. Then you can go back to the last song. You can go back to song number 6. And then you can make me. That would actually be good because then you can make me royalty-free electro swing for the stream. And I would be very appreciative of that. Hey Philip, you missed it, but we're at 900 followers now, dude. It happened overnight. The 900th was one of my coworkers, actually. So Killpon, you didn't answer either. Do you like my like white look like this, or did you like my look when I was more? Do you like this look here, or do you like this look where I'm more Oompa Loompa-y? Oompa Loompa. Paley boy. Oh, it shouldn't be at 100 though. 75. Yeah, that's Paley boy. Let me know what you guys like better in terms of which one do I look better with. Which is like, I don't give a shit what you look like. I care what the coat looks like, motherfucker. Which is a totally valid answer. Okay, so let's add our thingy. Motherfucker, let's add our thingy. Oop, motherfucker. I'm clicking the word fucking scene, asshole. It's like, nah, we don't got nothing, dog. Okay. I'll just fucking drag this fucker. Okay. Oh, do we have to drag this feature onto the fucking UI? Maybe? Not? Okay. Oh my god. Okay. The one where you're not on the screen. Okay, well then, perfect. Then you're good now. I know you didn't ask. No, I meant all of us. Wasabi. I was saying Kilpon because he's never afraid to give his opinion on something. He's never afraid to even give you an opinion when you specifically don't want his opinion. But that's part of his charm. That's why he's such a charming gentleman. Render feature. I think I fucking did, but let's see for sure. Maybe I did it wrong. How to extend your IP with a scriptable render pass. This is to create a scriptable render pass, you need to create a scriptable render feature script. I think that's what this is, right? Scriptable render feature, yes. No monobator scripts in the file or the names do not match the file name. Oh, I wonder if it's... Let me do it again. Maybe I fucked it up. Maybe I... Okay. GUI. That works any better. Yeah, that actually is not airing anymore, so maybe that will work? Question mark? No. Just to add the component on a UI. Okay, let's try it. Okay, it can't because it needs to derive from monobehavior. Can't add. Yes, this doesn't derive from monobehavior because it's a scriptable render pass. Fuck. Yeah, and that's what I did. If anyone has any issues, they would report it with it. Non-UI compiler. Okay. Maybe that, let's see. Maybe I, because he has spaces here, but maybe if we don't need spaces, that will work. And maybe that's the problem. Let's see. Let's see. Let's pray. Maybe it's looking for specifically something with that name. Look, little Dear I'm GUI stuff right there already. Nice. Render feature. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I just got from the thing I just looked at. So hopefully that will be the issue. Read his fucking code. Render feature. This motherfucker is a render feature. Oh, is it a render feature? This is a... It's looking for... Render I am GUI feature. Looking for a render I am GUI feature. What? Oh, it's a file in the repo? Oh, fuck me. Thank you for the help, Kill Pond. Oh. Okay, SRP features. It's in the package. I should see it down here, right? Here, I am GUI. Courses. Alright, so let's see if that... Hey, thank you for the follow, Mad Scientist. Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade, as said by my little daughter.
Welcome to the Biscuit Parade.
Nope, even that's like, no, we're not gonna work for you, sir. Let's read that help article again. Maybe I missed something with it. So it was no European, non-European component malware. Let's non-European. He's looking for... Yeah, it's just like you where you said. So it comes from there. Has Europe. So we're in Has Europe right here. It has Europe. What were your issues, Kill Pond? Just asking for a friend. Do the renderer asset. Add the render asset. So maybe we need to add to the render asset. So I need to find the renderer first. I think that might be what the issue is then. We're coming at it from the wrong side. The renderer on this camera. For type. Let's open this one up because we've got this one working right with it. Let's see what we have for the camera here. Base, default render, blah, 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 blah. Well, actually, let's close this. It's a project setting. As we do the renderer there, triple render pipeline settings. When we open that, it's got the renderer list. That guy. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I think we're on the right track right now with as add a render IMGUI feature, add a render IMGUI feature, render feature to the renderer asset, which is the renderer. It's one of these guys. Actually, here's the renderer. And there's the render feature. Okay, so that's where we need to add it. We need to add it here. The docs are just fucking not. They're written by someone who's obviously a sadist. Render IMGUI feature. There we go. Okay. Now if we go back to this Sacagawea, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, you need to do it in the render asset. Like, let me make a fucking issue. Like this fucking line could be so much, and he might be like, well, if you just read better, it's like, motherfucker, this shit is fucking jacked. Okay. Spent some time trying to add a render feature and then add that render feature to the IMGUI component, but in reality I needed to update the render asset. I know that's what the docs say. It was worded using I'm the only person who has the issue. Close this. Being a little more clear might help. Thanks for putting this project together. I appreciate the effort. They'll be like, if it's like Reddit, they'll be like, you didn't follow the things to the law. You didn't follow everything specifically closed. It's like, but what about the, we don't care. But what about the merit? We don't care. Fuck you. Mention the pipeline in the topic title. Yeah. Please make a pull request. Make a pull. Okay. So we're good now. So now let's go back to his docs and see. Subscribe to the IMGUI layout event and let's write some code. Okay. Example script. Okay. So we need to make an example script for doing some sort of UI. Like, field pond is crazy, like a fox. Let's make a test script. Test. GUI. Grab the GUI layout. Then we would add this script also onto this UI component? Question mark? Now the easy part. Yeah, actually making fucking components. We got the fucker working, and that's so. This wrapper automatically grabs all the C++ shit you need. Like, if so, that's fucking awesome. That dude's like fucking legend. Legendary. Wait for it. Legendary. I'm still probably doing something dumb. No, I actually have to read his shit. It's like, okay, go read this shit. Development project for the package we found here. I don't care about that shit. So I would do something like this, right? I think. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, let's try the hello world then. One disable. I didn't see anything, so I figured I was doing something wrong. Like I hit play and nothing happened, so I'm probably doing something wrong, I think. Hopefully it's just something dumb like this too, where it's that the wording is weird. Add a dear IMGUI component to one of your objects in the scene, which we did. When using the thing, assign it the render function, which we did. Subscribe to the IMGUI layout event, and it use IMGUI functions. Which this all this example does is it. Oh, it says show demo window. Oh yeah, show demo window. Oh, so it should show the fucking demo motherfucking window. Motherfucker. Okay. Let's see. I don't even know what the fuck one layout is. Like void on start, you know. Fucking do that shit on the start, bro. GUI. Do it on start and see if it's any less ass. Add dev to the URL. Your mom's got dev in her URL. And Dev's a nice man. Don't tell your father. Oh, that was cool. Ta-da! I was just saying earlier, like, it's been so long since I've had straight up like Unity crash that had a ability to report the problem. Crash has been intercepted. So it tried to show it. Okay, so it did try to do it, and it shit the bed. So I must have to do something else then. I must, like, do I need to download the other ongoing stuff first? Let me kill that because the crash handler intercepted it. Oh. Yeah, let's see what the error was then. What's this error? Tried to show it. Well, we can test it easy enough, right? We can just go to a 3D. This can be a 3D scene, right? For instance, let's add 3D cube. Okay, now, oh, we have to set the camera to be 3D. Yeah. Just need to move the camera back a little. You see the goddamn cube, right? Well, I'm imagining it fucked it up because it was actually doing what it's supposed to. Would be my guess. Move this fucker to 0, 0, 0. The camera to 0. 0. You guys should be in the same space, right? So if I slide you fucking back. There we go. Okay. See the clock, the cube. Pivot it so we can see stuff. That'll have the light turned on. Okay. Game object line with view. Nice. You learn something every day. I've been using Unity for a long time. Where do you do that at? Oh, cool. Nice. Did not know that was a thing. Learn something new every day. So we've reset the camera to be... Okay, so we've set the camera to be perspective. Let's just see for sure if this is the issue. Let's save this. And in case it crashed again, let's save the project real quick so we don't lose all the stuff we've just configured. Render is still 2D data. Okay. Thank you for the reminder. Your mom's 2D data? Ugh. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get IMGUI working. What happens to you though, Killpon? Because you're running 3D, so was your issue just the first thing where we had to add the render feature? That should be something you should be able to test pretty quick, I imagine. Camera, 2D render data. Alt. Okay. So, you know you've got a point. Let's to fucking make 170,000% sure. Let's set up a new test. Do it. Oh, not fucking 2020. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not using 2020. Fuck out of here with that nonsense. 3D universal render pipeline. RP GUI test. Hey Lalafell, how are you?
Hello.
Oh, back scratcher. Oh, yeah. Why am I saying? Just hook you up with the, what you have the sweet high emote for. Forza 4? Which Forza? There's a lot of Forzas. I really like the new Forza Horizons, but it's more arcadey, but I really like the sim Forzas. Like I miss the old school like sim racing games. Like the old Need for Speed games were so good. Maybe that's just nostalgia talking, But I remember them being super good. Yeah. I'm eyeing up a G29. Is the G29 the Logitech keyboard? I think. Or G29 wheel. G29 keyboard. Yeah, totally a G29 keyboard. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I haven't had a force feedback joystick in a long time. That would be super sweet to have. Here's our new hotness. Sample scene. URP. So now we have to start this fucking thing all over again. We can do it though. Looks fucking... Oh yeah, looks so good. Oh, so good. Oh yeah. Okay. Good. Let's go to the package manager. We have to add this motherfucking package again. Let's start over. Gotta hit refresh. Oh, I might actually not have preview packages shown on this to start. Or is it just doing something in the background again? Or you just have to do it twice. You know, that's just the way it is sometimes. Gotta do some shit twice. Oh, there it goes. Just takes a little bit. Can't get my wife to allow me to get it. Yeah. Probably smarter to do it that way. Don't be like me and just do the exact opposite of that. That can cause some... That's a lot of damage that can cause. Yeah, you'll know she found out one day that I've did something wrong when she'll burst on the stream and start fucking yelling at me. What the fuck? You'll hear the door swing open really loud and you'll hear her yell, "What the fuck?" And then I'll fucking quickly be like, boop. I'll be like, bah, 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 and I'll mute really quick too, you know. Yeah, get her something first and be like, well, you know, since I bought you something $200, I got myself. So you really just have to spend $400 to be able to spend that $200. See, Killpon's got the right idea. That's how you handle it. What is this Unity UI shit? Is this the new stuff? This is all the CSS bullshit though, right? That... This is old as fuck. This is not published 2020. What are you fucking talking about? Okay, don't give a fuck. Nice. Okay, so we've added DRM GUI. Now we need to add the fucking... Fuck me. The renderer bullshit. Oh, it's already got one by default. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Cool, cool. And... renderer, and we have the render feature, the DRM GUI render feature. Yes, so we're gonna add a demo fucking object now. We'll put the fucking IM-GUI bullshit in the camera. Actually, no, we'll just make a new one. IM-GUI for giggles. Render feature, yes. My man. Okay. Now we're going to add the test script. Now we're going to wait like 35 seconds for fucking Rider to open up. Or it's going to open Visual Studio because I didn't set up Rider. But I think I defaulted Rider to my default editor, so it should open Rider. Doing something. It's probably doing Visual Studio. Because Rider's already open, so I'd expect to be like, hey, do you want to open this new window? It's pretty good. We got drafting done, and we figured out some of the shit we left over from yesterday. What we're working now is trying to get IM-GUI working to kind of transition from Unity's really fucking hard to use UI, of being able to make a scalable UI, to using this GUI system. We'll see. We'll see if I like it. I mean, we'll see. It might be hot trash, but we don't know yet. Open a goddamn editor, please. While we're young. Because it doesn't have scaling. It doesn't support Like, there's a new Unity UI thing that uses like CSS stuff, but I don't know how to do that in my fucking day job, so I'm not going to learn that for this. But Unity doesn't let you scale properly. Like, you can make a UI for like 1080p, but if you want to make it like, oh, make one for 720p or make one for 2K, it's a pain in the ass. Hey, if there's some easy way to do it that I've missed, awesome. But I always can never make a goddamn UI that works properly, scales properly. And it is infuriating, for sure. For realsy reals. For realsy reals. Something about a capybara on this old train. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Give me un momento, por favor. And let me... Yeah, let's see. Oh, I gotta add the fucking thing to it. Will it crash? It does in fact crash. What is... Yeah. You think that would cause a problem? Well, I guess we can test it one more time to see. No? Well, update for sure. But... Scale with screen size on canvas works, I think. Maybe, but it's even hard to write code that makes like window boxes scale properly, like, because like the anchor shit is just either it doesn't work or I'm dumb. Either it does, I mean, either it's too complicated to work properly or I'm just dumb. I'm open either, but I am GUI apparently will work for people that are dumb, and I can make scalable things without. You know, I'd love to use like Unity system for sure, but I've been using it for a long time and it never really works the way I would like it to work. Which is like, I'd like it to be like, hey, top left has this, top right has this, like give this like 15% of space, give that like, you base it on percentages, and then it's like awesome. Which I think the new Unity UI stuff might work that way, but I don't know how to write CSS that way, and I don't feel like learning. But I'll try it. Yeah, their new UI stuff is based around like CSS, I think, when I've read it. So I don't know how to do that in my day job currently, so I'm not gonna start learning it on my side job. Yep. Oh my god. Fucking gross. Okay, so it's removed out of the start now on the script, I think. Let me make sure. Like 100% sure. Yeah, it's off. Let's see what happens. Let's make the greatest wool movie ever. Goddamn console. Oh, because this doesn't have use the ghetto console. Ghetto console. Heaven. It is there. Okay, cool. Sweet. It's in the middle. Yeah, it's all like babby. So let's set the camera to a American camera. Let's make sure it still works in ortho. Just for giggles. Hard as fuck to see though. But you can like click and move with your mouse. Nice. At least I can see it good here. Help. Yes, please help. Oh, that's so much better than anything Unity has in it. Although it's small as fuck. This is URP. Would you like me to test it with HRP real fast? While we're doing this? While we're going down this path? Now I'll do the same. Okay, I'll do the same with HRP. Since you haven't abandoned me for Dean yet, I will do it for you. I'm just giving you a guilt trip. I'm sorry. Just fucking with you. When I was a kid, I had this one girlfriend. She was super fucking hot. This super fucking hot, like 9 out of 10 blonde girl. And I spent my weekend with her. I went up to Long Island to see her and hung out with her. And then my brother-in-law was like, "Why'd you just blow me off?" And then I ignored his call because I was with her. And then I took her and to say hi to him at his work at Papa John's. And he's like, "Oh, nice to meet you." And he did his like total flirty thing. And then I get home and there's a message on my answering machine. This is pre-cell phone that says, "You're totally cool to, you know, I would have blown me off for her too. Don't worry." I was like, okay. Yes. Yes, this is HRP. Okay. Let's enable. Why does this look fucking weird? Oh, this is 2020. Why the fuck does this look like fucking cancer? New stuff. This one is 2020 for the 2020 HDRP. I just loaded by 2020 by mistake. So let's. Do you want me to go back and do it as 20? Let me do it as 2019. Hold on. Let me make a 2019 one. Let me make a. Yeah, let me make a 2019 test just to be sure. Because I forgot the new button does it. Okay. HDRP. 2019. 2020 with 2019 Unity. And we got to be careful. We don't want to cause any issues inappropriately. Oh. Been doing Killpon's job for him, but it's okay. You've been super helpful. So, oh, my daughter made me this sweet rock last night. The ladybug. And then they're gonna go leave them around the neighborhood. There's this other group that leaves like painted rocks around the neighborhood.
Everybody, this is Matt.
They throw them right.
TechnoX royalty-free music, and I thought I would continue the weekend here with a little bit of kind of a basic tutorial on how to make electro.
Okay, no. How do I make this fucking list without? I need to steal your list, but I need to make some shit out of it. Add it to library. Okay. No, Matt. Matt, I really appreciate your gusto. And I too love royalty-free music. Hey, I love Electro Swing. I just hate that everything I play mutes my VOD. Do you want to make an Electro Swing song? Just pain on my head. Do not make an Electro Swing song with him. It'll lead to the failure of Western civilization. Right. Go. Okay. Yes. Okay. You go away. Nobody wants you. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you here. Get out of here. Get out of my kitchen. Get out my kitchen. Like to develop an app? I'm waiting for the editor to give me back my life. I don't think it means a thing if you don't have that swing. Man. Oh, it's down here in the bottom doing its shit. Here it comes. Call this fucker I'm doing tests. But then I still need to figure out how to write the fucking code. How to do everything. Which is gonna be a learning experience. Maybe your way's right, Lalafell, where we don't deal with it. Does divs work with Unity at Lalafell? I don't know. I mean, the one thing I like about I'm GUI is everything is in code, written in code, so I don't have to worry about fucking pixel perfecting everything either. But I mean, yeah, I am torn. Like I'd be disingenuous if I wasn't like torn. I really put a lot of time into the Unity editor, learning how it works for the GUI stuff. Yeah, it's still could not check data. Could not check data layout. Native plugin not loaded. Whatever the fuck that means. New plugin check. What? Mother, holy fuck. Steal this code from here. Close this one out. We don't need it anymore. Yeah, so this one is this bad. That will crash your computer. This will crash Unity. No bueno. Okay, now I gotta do it the second time for it to actually open the GUI. Right there we go. Need to set up the renderer bullshit. Totally. Totally. Got it here. Yeah, fuck this HDRP thing. Look how much of a pain in the ass this is. It's all like gross. HDRP add a render feature. Actually, we don't need a render feature because we're using HDRP. Yeah. Add an I'm GUI. And add I'm GUI test. Let's see what happens. That whole native plugin not loading thing, that's giving me some concern. But the fact that that error came up before was concerning to me. Show the show. Show what show, Crow? It'd be cool if I could click a goddamn link. Browser. Streamer, let me click link. Yeah, show what show, Crow? Show what show, Crow? Crow, show. What's going on here? Morning, Litany. What in the flying fuck-a-trons? My browser. So my browser's like, no, I'm not gonna work right now. I hate you and everything you stand for. Founded last year. That's not super helpful. Working fine in 2020. Okay, let's try 2020, Gill Pond, while we're here. We've got a 2021 already, so let's just close this out and see if it works better in 2020. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, we have 2020 already. Let's see. I mean, I don't know if that's the same error, but I'm like, oh, they have a bug with I'm GUI. Let's see what 2020 works. If 2020 works. Are you start? Yeah, the start is commented out still. Well, the start isn't supposed to be. It's supposed to be an own layout. I added it to the start to test it, and by testing I mean crashing the Unity editor out. So kind of a problem. I mean, unless you don't care if your editor runs, in which case, then who cares, right? Would you like to develop a IMGUI app that doesn't crash? Would you? We have to add the... Like I'm in Groundhog's Day. So we have two things. We know it works with 3D cameras. It doesn't work in mine in 2D. It doesn't work in Killpond's in HDRP. Well, while we're in here, let me add the console. Just in the nick of time. Well, almost in the nick of time. What's a good word, Lindy? What are you up to this morning? Boop, 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 boop. Oh, that's going. Hey, find some more royalty-free. You find some more royalty-free electronic electro swing. No, no, no. No, no, no. I want royalty-free. Oh, we're waiting for royalty-free electro swing. And that shit back on. Cursing a company called GDA for their annoying product. Working same. Morning, Mono. Good morning, sir.
Hello.
JDA. Never heard of JDA. Let's see. Could be anything because it's a 3-letter acronym. Oh yeah, my browser decides it wants to be a fucking piece of shit and not work right. I forgot that part. Forgot that part, browser. Motherfucker, did you just load it in fine? My project is this project. Okay. Let's add the old scriptorino. Call it. What do we call it again? I forget. Injury test. They make supply analytics software. Nice. Oh, I forget what we use at Chewy. They seem to like it, and we had lots of money to throw around for like the best stuff. Or more likelihood it was we'd throw money around to whoever gave us the best drugs and parties. Classy people. Okay. We'll add that script onto here. Now we'll actually open up. Oh man. Pro tip. Open the file I click on. I know. It's crazy. It's fucking bazonka donka donka crazy. Let's see. Let's add test now. Let's see if it works in 2020. 2020.2, in fact. Not just something that's happening now, but something that's going to be... I guess it makes sense. It's almost middle of the year 2020. Nope, doesn't work in here either. You were gooey, where'd you be? Well, this is fun. So good though. I switched to VS Code. Nice. What does VS Code have to do with anything? Pond. And what'd you switch from? Did you go from Visual Studio to VS Code? Okay, maybe we have to set the render pipeline shit right though. Make sure it's set up right. Render pipeline. It says it works, so there's something, like, I see people using it, so there has to be something that's fucked up, you know? View. He's just got the module loaded. Okay. Well, we'll look more at that later, but we're going to go back now to our project. We're going to see if you have something with the 2D collider, the 2D camera potentially. After rendering post-processing. Make sure we uncomment the code on my end. I don't want to crash my fucking app. I don't want to crash my app. Let's see what it. I am GUI. The browser's just like with my browser. Damaged browser. Good old reliable Firefox. Oh, the music stopped because I just killed the fucking background shit, didn't I? Oopsie daisy. See what? Go fuck yourself. I didn't ask for this. I asked for this. Unity and GUI 2D. Oh, the fucking browser straight up was like, we're dead. Nice. Please wait for Vivaldi to close. I'm fucked up now. Here comes everything. Flooding back. You're gonna hear a lot of extra noise, sorry. Awesome. Sorry, guys. Let me go find that quickly and kill all that stuff. Hold on. Let me mute the sound of that real quick if I can find it. Boop. There. Okay. I muted the desktop real quick while I sort out all of this noise in my fucking ears. Go away. Oh my Jesus. That's done. Okay, anything else? Okay. I think we got it all. I can turn shit back on. Go. No. No. And I'm going to... I'm going 2D. Let's see what it says. So why did you switch, Killpond? Just curious. I am GUI Basics. What? Is this their old school I am GUI shit? Does their old shit use I am GUI? Oh, immediate mode GUI system. Okay. That's the confusion. Okay. Oh, because it's Dear I am GUI, right? Dear I am GUI. That was my problem. That was my query problem. What up, Bobby? Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Bobby. How are you doing today, sir? Let's see if we can change this to... Change the render feature mode to say after post-processing. Do before rendering. Let's see what it does. If we see any difference. Nope, because we know it works, though. What's the good word, Bobby? Bobby! Sorry. Such a good name. Bobby. We're trying to figure out why DRIM GUI doesn't work for me for 2D, but we know it does work for 3D UDRP or URP, but we couldn't seem to get it to work for HDRP, which is what our buddy Killpon is using. Why is it not working? Should work. Free. Interesting. I didn't realize that was a dependency for it was. What I said before rendering. Did you just not listen? Or you don't allow us to tweak it at all? Oh, we set it here. That's why it's getting reset. Okay. Oh. Any difference? Nope. Did not make a difference. But if we change to okay, well then let's update Trello. To get this to work with Europe and 3D, not in 2D. We couldn't get this to work in HDR. Look into system. Let's look into their new UI system and take a pass at figuring that out since they've got new tools. Like I want a demo of it though. With the new Unity UI builder. Okay. Let's turn that shit off. It's from Unity, so let's watch the voice.
Hello everyone, my name is Damien. I'm a developer on UI Elements, and today I'm going to be talking about building UI for games for runtime.
I know, not super exciting, but we gotta do what we gotta do. No worries, Skillpond.
That builds UI using UI Elements. So before we begin with UI Builder, I just want to give a brief overview of UI Elements so we're on the same page. So UI Elements is a new, although not so new anymore, API for Unity for creating UI. Its goal is to create a unified way for designing and creating UI for Unity for both the editor and for runtime. Now, there existed and still exist two other APIs for creating UI for Unity. We have ImGUI, which is primarily used in the editor, and it's C# based, and it's immediate mode. And we have UGUI, which is used for runtime, and it's game object based, so it lives in the scene. Now, these two APIs have served us and you well over the years. Obviously, most of the content created with Unity and most of Unity itself is still built using these two APIs. But their drawbacks have become harder and harder to fix within their frameworks. So that's what pushed us to build UI elements. Those drawbacks are around performance, scalability issues, and the fact that as a new user to Unity, you need to learn a lot about Unity itself and how it works before you can start building UI. So it's good to have some goals on when you start building a new API. These were our goals. We wanted to create an API that was a framework that was easy to collaborate on, especially between designers and developers. We wanted to make it easy to reuse parts of it elsewhere in your project or in other projects. We wanted to reduce iteration speed significantly, make it easy to extend existing controls and widgets to your liking. This was big, familiarity, so we wanted to leverage knowledge outside of the Unity ecosystem to build something
That's why they
familiar
went
to both
CSS.
Unity veterans and new users to Unity. And finally, we want to make something performant. It's a big one. We want your UI to not stand in the way of your actual game, right? So, like I said, the UI Builder is a visual authoring tool, which means we won't be looking at a lot of code today, but I wanted to spend just one slide on the UI Elements API itself.
Ow,
so that
fuck, sorry.
we have some idea of what we're abstracting. So UI Elements is split in sort of three main parts. We have the style sheet, so this defines your styles. It is called USS, it is an asset. It's very similar to CSS. In fact, it's a standard CSS subset of CSS. It works very simply. You have these rules, so you have a selector, which is like a search query for elements, so it looks for elements that match. And then you have in
fucking
brackets a list
dread
of properties
this.
that you want to change. So, in
So
this case,
bad at
we're
this in
looking
my
for
day
all
job.
the elements that have this container class on them with this dot. It's like a tag. We're assigning font size. And then we're looking for this one for text blue. We're looking for a specific element that's called random explosion. We'll see where that comes in later.
Yeah, you were in stand-up
Next
when
part,
I
we have
said
the
that.
XML. So this is the definition for your hierarchy of elements. This is also a separate asset. So it's XML based. Each tag, except for the root one, is an element. So you're creating these elements and you're nesting them together as a parent-child relationship. So the first element I create here is a visual element. This happens to also be the base class for all the elements in your element. It's what you extend to build custom ones. And I give it a class container so that I get the font size 40 from the style sheet. Then we are actually assigning the style sheet to this element, and it will apply to all the children as well, so by path. And then I create one child label with the name random explosion. And of course, the text that you see in the end result. And then finally, we have the C# API itself. This is where all the logic happens. In this case, we're building an editor window in the editor, so we implement the onEnable function. We start by loading the XML asset, so this will also pull in the style sheet because it's referenced. And on this asset,
Mel.
we
Oh,
which
Jesus.
will actually go through each tag and
Two of my
pull
favorite
to,
things in
that
the whole
element
world.
the correct parameters. So it just builds the same hierarchy, but in C# object land. And we get back the root of this tree. So with this root, we can use the query system that comes with UI elements to find our label within the tree using the name, random explosion. And then once we have a reference to it, we can assign some functionality to it. So we can say, we can register for a callback on mouse up event. So this is completely useless, but you can let go of the mouse on this label, and this action will run. This action itself is also pretty useless, but it fits on the slide. All I do is I just eat the event. I just stop the propagation. Nobody else up the tree can have my event. It's mine. But you can imagine putting anything you want here. It's just a way to hook it up. And then finally, I add the root of the tree that I got from XML to the root of the editor window, which is part of all the editor windows. And this is how it gets added to the render queue and starts rendering and starts being displayed. And all of this, except for my onEnable, is exactly the same for runtime. Okay, let's go on with the demo. Quick shout out to Michael Dearnay, I hope I said it right, for creating the image assets for this demo, because otherwise you would have been staring at a bunch of boxes that I made. Press play. So we have the hyper-familiar tanks project, but we added some UI to it. So we added a main menu, press start. We have some questionable UI here that was probably made by the developer just to get the functionality working, so I can move my tank. As I fire, the number of shots goes up, so that's linked. This is a list of all the other players with the health bars being linked in. If I damage myself, yeah. There we go.
Well, it's no more horrific than Dear I Am GUI that doesn't work.
Cause random explosions. And I can go back to the main menu. If I cause enough explosions, we also have an end screen that gets us back to the, so small little game. Okay, now obviously we have a goal for today, which is to get rid of that horrendous UI and build proper UI for the game. And we're gonna use the UI builder to do this. So the UI builder is a package. It's available in the package manager. Once you install it, you get this big monolithic editor window. At least for now, will be a monolithic editor window. So it's split into these parts that you can.
So I don't have UI Builder, is that what we're saying? I'd like to not develop an app. I have Unity UI, but I guess I need Builder, okay. Lets you visually create and edit UI styles, okay. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah. See you, dear I am GUI. I appreciate you trying to work, but you don't. I'd like to develop an app. We're going your way, Lalafell. We'll see. I am GUI has failed us, so dear I am GUI. I mean, when I say I am GUI, I'm never talking about immediate mode on Unity shit. That shit is so old. I've done that. I did that years ago. Never again. No. No, 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 no. No, thank you. Mr. Superman, no here. You, because you're dead to us. To us. Unless you can figure out how to make it work, Killpon, then we'll be back to it. But until then, I don't want to just leave packages laying around like fucking all nimbly bimbly. Unity is very much like, fuck making good documentation. We'll just make a prezo and you can watch the prezo. But, you, watch the prezo. But, oh, fuck yourself and watch the prezo. Oh. Did I not have this? Hold on. Let me try one thing before I throw I am GUI away. I might have. No, that doesn't make sense. It just removed the script, right? Because if it had been not in Discord streaming mode, sorry, that was me. Did it just remove the... Because I thought I had it on here. Where? Let's see. Was it on the camera? It was airing on something. Test time GUI. Was it on the UI? On here? But maybe let me re-add it one more time just for giggles. Just to see if I fucked something up, which is totally reasonable. Although, I mean, I was making the fucking thing crash, so I suspect maybe it was, but we'll see. But maybe I didn't, so let's just check it one more time to be sure. Gonna wait for it to get its shit together. Well, while it's getting its shit together, we'll go watch this video some more. Or we're waiting.
You can drag around. So we have up here the Explorer. The Explorer is similar to the hierarchy in Unity, but it only applies to the UI document you're editing.
Punching my mic, I'm sorry.
Split in two. So at the top we have a list of all the selectors from the style sheet. So these are also using class names, so the dot. And we can click on one and inspect its styles. So using also a dedicated inspector. These are all the supported USS properties with some UX, of course. Down here we have the actual hierarchy
Loading.
that's coming from the XML. So as I'm hovering over these two buttons, you can see they're right here. Oh, by the way, if I hover over the style sheet selectors, you can also see...
This looks way better than... As long as there's an editor, and I thought I had to do it by hand, but if there's an editor for it, I can work with this.
So we have up here, we have a list
So thank you, Lalafell. Thank you, dear I am GUI, for not working.
Standard controls that come with Unity, so things like button, scroller, toggle, etc., and the very useful vanilla visual element, which we'll use a lot today. And down here we have the project section, which is a list of all the XML files you have in your project. So you can use these. You can obviously open them for editing, but you can also use them just like any other control in the current document, sort of like nested prefabs. In the middle, we have the canvas.
Mom's a nested prefab.
Authoring only canvas. So what I'm resizing here is not an actual element that exists in the XML document.
But does it let us...
quickly previewing how your UI will react within
Oh,
the context.
yes, yes.
And of course,
1,000 times yes. That's what I was looking for.
So this is
Oh my god.
inspecting a single element.
So
So up here we have the
such a
things like name and
stiffy
text label.
for you right now. I'll wait for that though, just for my own goddamn edification. This works. I have the IMGUI thing here now. I put it on the other scene, but I never put it on this one. So let's see if it actually works now that I'm doing it right, and we're not crashing out the. Here, one last test where we check the. Boop. Say after rendering post process. This work? If not, you know, back to the fucking garbage heap with you. I'm GUI. Never had anything. Okay, trash.com doesn't work. Cool. .com, it doesn't work. Go away, you fucking jerk. Okay, this actually looks pretty cool.
In the middle we have the style sheet.
Now that I know there's
add or remove class names, classes. And down here we have the sort of a similar view, well, the same view that we had for the style sheet selectors, but these are controlling inline styles. That is, styles that are stored in the XML, and they only apply to this one element. Okay, so let's start building.
Which is probably how I'll do everything.
I'm just going to open rough game UI screen. Somebody did extra work to make this look ugly, I think.
Extra work to make it look shitty. I love it.
So we have a blank canvas, scary blank canvas. Let's add a button, make it less scary. Size the button. Okay, gotta save that. Silence. So UI Builder right now operates on a pair of UXML and USS. This restriction will be lifted in later versions. Okay, we save that to disk, and now what we can do is change the UI that we're using in the game. So the way UI Elements works at runtime is similar to canvases with UGUI, but we call it a panel. So we have a panel renderer component on just an empty game object, and this guy will start rendering your UI to screen. It works very similar to the editor window in that it has a root element. So with this root element, you can attach any visual elements you create yourself in C# or clone tree that we had in the example. But you can also, in the inspector, assign a UXML asset that will be used to pre-populate this root. So let's change this guy to our new one. And if we go play mode, we have a button. Okay, now we can continue working without going back.
Copy what he did. Add the UI builder. My man. You can die in a fire. What did he do? He did a new sheet.
The canvas, so this is hidden. Remove class names. Extra work to make this look ugly, I think. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna start fresh. So we have a blank canvas, scary blank canvas. Let's add a button, make it less scary.
Add a blank canvas as well. Oh, you're missing a. My bad, dog. All better. Perfect. Okay. So this branch is now, instead of being called, you know, like, I am GUI, it's going to be called UI. So we're going to take a pass at making the UI, not S. Cool. Cool, cool. Oh, better see everything. The UI we have now. Oh shit, yeah. Let's see how we would duplicate that. Oh, you just drag it in? Here's... All theme dark. I mean, who wouldn't want a dark theme? I mean, come on. We're gonna add buttons. Menu planning. Oh, that's where the text is. Please. Or more, so 2 more. Jobs and list. Don't have to save the XML. Okay, the UXML for this layout. So we'll do an assets. I guess it would be here, it'd be UI, right? This would be what, the main nav? How do we move shit around, mister?
Select the button. Okay. Gotta save that. Silence.
Oh. How do you save in it? It has them decoupled, okay. It's been decoupled since then. Then can I make them move around?
Gotta save that. Make it less scary. Salvageable. So we have a blank canvas, scary blank canvas. Let's add a button, make it less scary. Size the button. Okay. Gotta save that. Silence.
Oh, we can resize the button.
So UI Builder right now operates on a pair of UXML and USS. This restriction will be lifted in later versions. Okay, we save that.
We should make them all
now
similar
what
size.
we can do is change the UI that we're using in the game. So the way UI Elements works at runtime is similar to canvases with UGUI, but we call it a panel. So we have a panel renderer component on just an empty game object, and this guy will start rendering your UI to screen. It works very similar to the editor window in that it has a root element. So with this root element, you can attach any visual elements you create yourself in C# or clone tree that we had in the example. But you can also, in the inspector, assign a UXML asset that will be used to pre-populate this root. So let's change this guy to our new one. And if we go play mode.
They change it out.
If we go play mode.
You went pretty fast, As.
That will be used to pre-populate this root. So let's change this guy to our new one. And if we go play mode, we have a button.
I actually bumped it and it didn't make
Now
any
we can
noise.
continue
Nice.
going back out of play mode because it's nice to see a preview of what it looks like. And we don't have to worry about losing any changes because we are
Nice.
operating on a completely separate asset. It's nothing to do with the scene. So when I come out of play mode, I'm not going to lose anything. Okay. One thing I want to fix is the fact that this is still using the editor theme, the editor dark theme. So in the builder, you can sort of pretend you're in the light skin. If you're building editor extensions, you've probably gone through this. You have to switch the entire editor to light skin, just check it, or vice versa. So you can do this just for the canvas, much faster. But also, we have a runtime theme, which will expand over time. Right now, it's pretty basic, but at least now we have sort of one-to-one. Okay, now I do have a mock-up that I was given of what we want to build. So if I click on this hierarchy item here, I selected the canvas controls. So again, this is for authoring time only. It doesn't change the document. So I can give it a background color. an image, or if I don't have an image and I just want some context of my UI, I can use just the live camera feed from a camera. So this is just showing the camera. It's not meant to replace the game screen in any way, but it might save you from having to go into play mode each time you want to see, what the sand look like behind your UI. Okay, going back to this.
Oh, nice.
Image. And it also is my cheat sheet. So that's what we want to build today. We have those 3 buttons that we had, super ugly, as now with icons, and sort of in the middle, stuff to the left of the anchor to the left of the screen. The stats that we had, just pure labels, they're now in this nice box. And we have the player list anchored to the bottom right. Now, let me just reduce the opacity a little bit because it's kind of confusing. Okay, so just want to briefly talk about anchoring. It's a pretty important feature. So UI elements, let me just add a prop here, comes by default, it will apply Flexbox-based layouting. It's an automatic layouting system, similar to how you would use it on the web. And you can see here my button is, by default, will take up space, and it pushes down the visual element down here. So you can sort of say no thanks if you want, and switch the button.
So totally just CSS shit. Okay. Let's do a visual. We put a visual box in here. We move all these buttons into this visual. The visual box. This is better than I thought it would. I read the docs and it was just like CSS, but if they have a visual builder, oh, one other thing. That's bugs and jobs, and then menu planning. What can we rename this? Bottom. Oh, and it gives a little pound sign. Nice. Okay, for the class name. Okay. I'm learning CSS in my hobby for my day job, which is awesome. Oh, cool. I want to call this, but I guess we'll just call it what we did before, like menu, right? Totally a fucking CSS editor. I love it. Okay, you've totally redeemed yourself, Unity. I thought you were gonna fucking fuck up. It's easy. Camera button. Debug button. Gotta go back to dude's talk so we can see how to move shit around, bro.
Absolute mode, and now I can move the button anywhere I want. I can size it, do this, and it's by default sort of anchored to the left and the top. So we can change this to say anchor it to left, top, and right, which basically ends working like this. So I'm always this much from the left and this much from the right. That's how to interpret it. And with this logic, we can also anchor it at the bottom. So now it's anchored at the bottom of the screen. So that's okay, but in our case, we actually want the player list here to always be the same width as the stats box. Just it looks nicer that way. And if I want to do that with absolute mode, I would have to manually set those widths. And the whole point of UIElements is that you should not have to set manual values
Correct.
anymore. So we're going to try to do the same anchoring, but with relative mode. So let's unset this. Okay. So let's start with this visual element, which will now become our screen element. I'm going to tell this guy to grow. So flex grow just means take up all available space.
You need to grow down, right? This row should always take up the whole bottom of the screen. It should take 100% of the fucking thing for sure. Okay. Oh, and this height should always be what, like? Let's start with 50%. In height should always be at least 10%. Width, you retard. Huh. 100%. Always take. Height will always be minimum of 10%. Just for giggles. It always needs to be 100%. So it did good, it worked properly. So 30% is probably where we want to be. Actually, no. Max to be. We want it to align the bottom of the screen. Not necessarily. Sure. Alright. No. It'll be at the bottom. It will be at the bottom, motherfucker. Maybe 100% bottom. Just leave it at auto though. Cursor. Where I have to learn how to position on the fucking screen.
Within your parent, which in our case is the screen. And within this, we will first worry about anchoring in terms of horizontal.
When a UI is not popular.
To be our left,
Like, don't even stream not popular.
another element to be our right side.
So I'm gonna cut the stream. We're gonna go fucking raid Dean because nobody wants to watch this shit. So I can actually focus on it without having to worry about keeping you guys happy. For the next half hour. So find Dean and raid him. And I'll work on this by myself for the next half an hour, and it'll be amazing.
My approach is
So,
not perfect,
I will
but
see you guys tomorrow. I love you all. Thanks for the subs, follows, and donations. Bye.
And so until it's a problem, I'm largely going to leave it as